Everyone, my name's Alison and welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Capricorn. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So if this is your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, this is your reading. It's good for all placements. And stick around till the end. I'm going to have a few announcements. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Capricorn. All right. So what does the universe want to tell Capricorn today? First card out, Six of Swords. Then we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. So if you've been watching me, you know every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. And for me, this is not just the King of Pentacles. It's the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck. And all four aces. This is like you winning the lottery. That's in your guidance and advice from Spirit. Let's get the rest of the cards. The Sun card. The Two of Swords for your opportunity. The Empress for your challenge. The Page of Wands. Okay, nice mixture of energy here. Like some good cards are coming in for you. All right, so let's take a look around the room. We have we have two major arcana. We have the Empress and your opportunity, the Sun and your guidance and advice from Spirit. We have a couple of court cards. We've got Swords, Cups. We have the King of Pentacles, but we don't have like a Pentacle card. Yeah, we have a mixture of everything, but I wanted to see a little bit more coming in, especially for Wand energy for you. Okay, so let's take a look. It's not going to affect the reading. I wanted to see a little more action for you because you're moving through a lot. So this is going to be the Six of Swords in your recent past. We're going to start with your energy. This is telling me that you're definitely moving on to a calmer time in your life. I think you've worked through some issues, problems, whatever is coming up that was an obstacle for you. I think you worked through it. Your life is going to calm down. This is you literally getting away from any problems that surfaced. And again, this could be, you know, because swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So this could be conversations you're having with people. It could be a dialogue with yourself. This could even be something like maybe it's a rent issue and it's a back and forth with a landlord or the mortgage company or whatever it might be. I do feel that you're going into a calmer time in your life. But we have the Eight of Cups. So this card is really telling me that this card is, I wanted to say this deck is a little different than the traditional tarot. This is telling me that there's something recently, and because this is your present energy, that has broken your heart. Because this is, you see how they're in a depression and it's green swirling mist. This is telling me that there was something you really had your heart set on. A person, place, thing, idea, maybe a dream that you wanted to actualize, right? To really bring it into reality. And it didn't work. And it has left you heartbroken. This could even be a death of a loved one, a death of a pet. And right now you're in this kind of depression. It's a type of sadness. And you feel like you're in limbo. So again, I know this isn't going to be for everybody, but that card is in your present energy. So if this feels like something you're going through, then this is your reading. And I'm going to get clarifiers as we go, because you guys know I can't read for everybody. So for Capricorn, this is an energy that's coming through. Again, you're working through something, but there's some type of a loss. Then we get into your near future energy, and this is the Ten of Swords. So you have other painful completions coming to an end, whether it's a natural end or something that you've chosen to end, but it's a completion. So things that either no longer serve you or they've gone their natural course and it's a natural ending. And sometimes this can be as low as it's going to get, but this is also a blessing in disguise because when one door closes, another one opens. So as you're going through this, it's like a snake shedding its skin. You're able to go into the next chapter, the next phase, because after this 10, you're going to come back to a new beginning with an ace, right? It's that kind of energy. So I just feel like you've got these transitions going on, and you've got a lot of changes and upheaval going on, but you're moving on to a calmer time. So all that being said, it's just something you're going through. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for you. All right. Oh my God. So we have that Eight of Cups. So this is the traditional card and it just came out. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Cups, same card, different deck. So this starts in your recent past and then it comes into your present energy, because this is a clarifier for your recent past. Let me get the other clarifiers. With the Temperance card, yeah, you're really going through something right now. The Hierophant, the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, and the Prince Charming, the Knight of Cups. So whatever it is you're going through, it really comes out better on the other side. I just want to kind of give you guys something to look forward to, because you know I'm not a dark tarot reader, so I don't want these to come out, but we all go through these ups and downs. It's an ebb and flow of life. And right now, if this reading's for you, you are definitely going through something. So we look at your recent past, and this is the Six of Swords. So again, you're going on to a calmer time in your life. Some of you might actually be physically moving, maybe going to a new home, a new location, changing cities. Maybe you get married and you move in with someone. It says something about it, a type of change. And it's being clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Temperance card. And again, I just want to show you this. Same card, different deck. This is the main card in your present, clarifier in your recent past. So this is the start though, right? So this is you being really unsatisfied. There's something that's transpired. You have a lot of cups, but you're just not happy. There's something that's missing that belongs right here. That's that ninth cup. You're not satisfied. Something has happened that has caused you to want to switch things up. And you're willing to walk away and pursue something else. And then we've got the Temperance card. This is you, I believe, wanting to come back into balance. There's something about you wanting these calmer times and to be in balance and harmony. So I think you were in disharmony. Maybe there was a lot of upheaval in your life. There is this type of transformation taking place, but it's not just like, okay, it happens for 2 weeks and then everything's good. It is a process, and I think that's something that you're going through. This is about you finding peace and harmony in your life right now. This is you being in that position of neutrality. You know there's going to be rough times, you know there's going to be good times, and you're just kind of in the middle saying, you know what, this isn't my first rodeo. I'm just rolling with it. I'm just rolling with it. I'm learning this life lesson. I'm seeing it for what it is. I'm standing in this position of balance and harmony. I can take a negative and transmute it, really, to alchemize it into a positive. But I feel like you are diffusing the energy that it has over you. And that doesn't happen overnight, but you're in the process of doing that. You don't want to give whatever has transpired a lot of energy or a lot of power. And you're really able to do that kind of work, Capricorn. That's for sure. It's coming in loud and clear. Because when we get into your present energy with this Eight of Cups, where now you're kind of mourning something, it's being clarified by the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. And this Hierophant is telling me you've got some blessings coming in. It's like it was a blessing for you to see what it is that you're about to go through, because it's allowing you to transform yourself and change your situation and change your life to get away from that. It's something you have to move through, and it's a blessing in disguise. I think that this is something that's really coming in for you. I think that it has to do with a lot of the structure that's in your life right now. And it's going to allow you to ground yourself. And I think it's also allowing you with this Hierophant to deepen your spiritual practice. I was going to say attachment, but I don't want to use that word. But it's like your spiritual practice right now, because you're going through something and you're looking for answers. You're looking for help. And this is telling me that you're looking for this deeper spiritual connection. These blessings are coming in. You might be getting divine downloads from your spirit guides, from spirit, your ancestors. It's definitely coming in. Then we have the Hanged Man. You're taking a time out. You're really having to pull back from people, maybe places, things, maybe places that you used to frequent. but you're definitely pulling back. You're taking a time out. And this is allowing you to see things differently, to get different perspectives on what it is that you're going through. And that can be difficult when you're in the throes of something, especially if it's emotional. But you're definitely doing the work to take that time out because you know you're going to need that enlightenment to be able to work through this, right? To get a lot out of it. I got to turn my fan on. You guys know I'm in hot Florida. So this is you taking that moment for yourself. And it's allowing you to really, you know, almost catch your breath as these downloads are coming in. Then we look at your near future, and we've got this 10 of Swords. So these are some things coming to a painful end, you know, whether it's natural or, you know, you've chosen to end it yourself. And it's being clarified by the 6 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. This is really talking about you having victory and success after a struggle, because the 5 of Wands is the card of strife. Well, you're going through something else. This is really you going through a struggle. It's an emotional struggle. And you're having victory and success on the other side of whatever it is you're going through, whether it's a relationship, something at work, you know, something where maybe it's your finances, your health, you know, maybe you're struggling with that, whether it's housing and location, travel, retirement, education, whatever your struggle is. And it means a lot to you because it's something you really care about. You, in the end, you come out on top. And then you're able to follow your heart again. You're able to bring your cup of love forward because every knight is on a mission. And he is on a mission to bring his cup forward. So here you're pursuing that, right? You're leaving it. You're walking away. You want to pursue something that you really care about. And then there's a feeling of loss. But you don't let that keep you down. You keep going, and you're still opening your heart in a very positive way, walking towards your future. So it's just something you're going through right now. So again, if this sounds like something you're going through, then this is your reading. Now let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We've got the King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces, the Sun card, which is the most positive card in the tarot deck, and the 2 of Swords. So let's look at this first card, and then we'll get clarifiers. This is really talking about you grounding yourself right now. Spirit is saying be grounded, stable, secure. Look at the structure in your life, kind of like with that Hierophant. You're getting structure. That's going to be a strength for you. This is the earth sign. You're grounding yourself, Capricorn. This is allowing you to be practical, stable, common sense. You've really worked hard to get to this position. You also know your worth and value, which is allowing you to really ground yourself because I think you know who you are. And this 2 of Swords is also a reminder of know thyself. So you know who you are. You're going to get to know yourself a lot better. But this is you in your core essence. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that. It's your strength. It's your determination that's coming in. And then with that Hermit, another earth sign, right? Because that's Virgo. This is really talking about you having some dark nights of the soul, which I think is what this card is representing. In this deck, it's talking about you being brokenhearted. So I think that, you know, when that happened, whatever that is for you, that it is like having a dark night of the soul. And that's something that you walk through to gain that enlightenment on the other side. It's walking through that pain, how you deal with it, what your insight is from it, and the lesson learned from it. And that is allowing you to have this knowledge and wisdom that you're carrying with you as you are journeying through life. That brings a lot of enlightenment that's coming in. And this card also represents all 4 aces. So we're looking at the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, all 4 aces. Aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings, and you have 4. So again, a lot of transformations taking place. Now you've got 4 new beginnings. So the Ace of Swords, you have this new beginning in clarity, the ability to see through things, see truth in things, because that is the sword of truth. It allows you to stand in your truth, see the truth, have these aha epiphany moments, and that allows you to make smarter decisions for yourself. Then we have the Ace of Cups. That's allowing you to be in the flow. It's that mind, body, soul connection to source. And when you are in that flow, you're attracting abundance and prosperity. You have a new beginning in that. And that can also be in love. When if you're looking for a relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic. When if it's platonic, it's that ability to have someone that you genuinely care about and love. So you have a new beginning in that. The Ace of Cups is also about you deepening your connection to your intuition. So maybe you want to deepen that. Maybe you need to learn to trust it, tap into it. That is part of your connection to source, your inner self. Listen to that, right? This could be something that's going to help guide you on your journey. Then we're also looking at the Ace of Wands. So that is out with the old, in with the new. That is literally you having a passionate new beginning. It's that spark of inspiration. It's the ability to take action, because that's a fire sign. So this is you taking action on something new, creative, something that is very inspiring to you. Then we have the last ace, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is this king's ace, because he is the King of Pentacles. And that is literally a golden opportunity being presented to you. So that is something that's showing up in the 3D. So maybe some seeds that you've planted are now growing. You've watered them, you've tended them, and now they're coming to fruition, and these opportunities are now presenting themselves to you. So that is something to look for in the 3D, and that can be in any area. I always say they usually come in threes. You know, it might not just be one, it could be several. It just depends on the individual situation. So that is something coming in. We'll get clarifiers in a second. Then you have the Sun card, the most positive card in the deck. This is talking about you reaching for the sun, reaching from a place of enthusiasm to follow your inner child, to strive towards the light. This is you really elevating yourself at this point. This is you being very creative. And that ties in with this card, as far as I'm concerned, with this Ace of Wands and really all of the aces, but especially that Ace of Wands, taking action to really create something special, because this is telling me a lot of success is coming in for you. That could be in relationships, careers, retirement, finances. It's just you are really elevating yourself in frequency, and I feel that it's also how you have this outward look of your environment that's around you. Then we have the Two of Swords. This is you getting to know yourself. There's something right now, Spirit is saying, know thyself. So there's something that is transactioned up above in your general energy, which now it's about you just doing a check-in on yourself. What has changed for you? What direction are you going in now? Who are you now? Because there's been a change for sure, because you've lost something that you love. It's now where you're stopping on your life path. This magic mirror presents itself. You can't go under it or around it. You need to confront it by looking in the mirror. And that's going to allow you to know who you are and ask the questions. Who am I right here, right now? What makes me happy? How's my health? How are my finances? How's my relationship with my friends? Do they still resonate with me? What's my relationship like with my family? Do I like where I live? You know, and it's just to get to know yourself. It's not to judge yourself. It's just to get to know yourself again. Ask the questions, take a pause, a time out, and gain that insight and see if what resonated a year ago still resonates today. Or maybe you identify as one thing when really now you're another. So it's just a way of helping this transition along and getting that insight. All right, let's get some clarifiers. We have the Justice card, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so when we're looking at this King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces, he is being clarified by the Justice card and the Queen of Pentacles. This is you standing in your sword of truth. So we have this Ace of Swords here, and now here's the same sword of truth with the Justice card. So to me, this is you being brought back into balance. So if there's something going on in your life where you feel like it was one-sided or it went one way and now it's going to swing back to the middle, I don't really think it's going to the opposite direction. I think that this is more coming back to center where it's fair and balanced. And I think that's something that's coming into your life in general. I think this is what the energy is that's coming into your life. I think it's a matter of you really just standing your ground Because remember, you're getting grounded on everything that's going on around you. And I think in the end, you're standing in your truth and balanced. Because you also have that Temperance card right above it. This is really about you having, I really feel like you're having to go through the fire several times, Capricorn. And you're coming out on the other end bigger, better, and stronger. But you definitely have been walking through the fire on several of the readings I've had recently. You also have this Queen of Pentacles. And this is really telling me again with the King. So the King and Queen, right? Different decks, but the King and Queen of Pentacles. This is really saying to be grounded, stable, and secure. To really know your worth and value. Both of them are doing that. I mean, if you wanted a power couple relationship, these are the two, the King and Queen of Pentacles, that you would want. This is about looking at your finances. This is about you looking at family, everything in the 3D and grounding it in, making it stable, secure, abundant, prosperous. This is wealth on a number of levels, knowing your resources, really being tapped in. And I think that that's what's happening, is that you are now letting all of that stuff go away. Because remember, we've got this 10 of Swords. That stuff is coming to an end, a completion, and you've got all these new beginnings, and it's made you stronger. It's knowing your worth and value. Then we have the Sun card. So your attitude, remember, guidance and advice from Spirit, strive for the Sun, the most positive card in the deck. It's being clarified by 2 swords. So we've got the Page of Swords and the 3 of Swords. This is about you, again, asking these questions. You're looking for clues and answers to what has happened and how you're moving forward. I really feel that this is about that get thy know thyself, but it's a little deeper than that. Not only are you getting to know yourself, this is about you knowing what your dream is, what it is that you want to do, what lights you up, what makes you happy, what direction do you want to go in your life, what do you want to create for yourself? Do you want to start a family? Do you want to start a business? You know, what is it that you want to do? You want to go to college? You want to retire? This is you figuring it out. What direction do you want to go in? You're asking all the questions now. And then here you're healing your heart. So while you've gone through everything, you're also doing the healing process. Capricorn, you are a worker and you are really doing this inner work right now. You're pulling one sword out and you're healing that wound, going on to the next one, pulling the sword out, healing that wound, and then you go to the third one and you're healing yourself. This is a huge life lesson, what it is that you've been going through. And quite honestly, I think you've been going through it for almost a year. From, if I can remember back, it's been a long time. It's been up and down, but there's something that I think you've been going through for quite some time. So you've got that healing coming in now. And again, know thyself. And it's being clarified by the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So fire energy. This is you now manifesting something in. After you get to know who you are by asking those questions and sitting with it a little bit, then you can start calling something in that you want to create for yourself. Again, whether it's a family, a business, whatever it is for you. It could be, you know, retiring, whatever it is. This is you calling it in, what it is that you want to create for yourself. Then we have the 10 of Wands. This is about you looking at your energy. You know, have you overtaxed yourself? Is it time for you to avoid burnout? Because to me, this is when you've taken on too many responsibilities. And it's usually responsibilities that involve other people. So maybe someone's asked you to help them out, and then another person, and then another person, in addition to what you already do for yourself. And now you're burned out. This is about you looking at it and reassessing it. So this is a 10. Let's use that as an example. Maybe you dial it back to an 8. And so, you know, now it's doable, or even a 7. And you put a couple of things on the back burner, or maybe things are part of a routine that's no longer relevant to you, so you don't even need to do them anymore. Maybe you need to delegate and give tasks back to other people, or ask for help and have somebody else help you. Whatever it is, it's about you looking at where you're spending your energy and, again, reassessing it and then dialing it back. That way you have this energy to go the distance instead of burning out. That's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Empress. beautiful energy, very loving, very nurturing. She's about abundance and prosperity. Everything is easy for her because she has mastered all 4 queens. The Empress is all 4 queens put together. She has mastered each suit. And now that makes everything easy. Everything flows, right? Nothing is a struggle anymore. She's already been through that. You have an opportunity right now to go for your idealized life, and it should be easy after doing all of that work. Then we have your challenge, which is the Page of Wands. Now, is your challenge impossible? No. Your challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you achieve it, it's very rewarding because you've worked really hard. So this challenge is the Page of Wands, and he's all about you taking that first step, being bold, courageous. Just take that bodacious step forward and create something. It all starts with that first step, but it's in the challenge position. So let's find out why it's difficult for you to make that first step. All right, let's get our clarifiers. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Fool. The Ten of Swords, which is now here twice. And the Tower. Okay, Capricorn, well, that says a lot. All right, let's start with your opportunity, which is this beautiful Empress energy. And it is being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Fool. So this is really talking about, now think about it, this is really 2 Queen of Cups, because she's all 4 queens put together, plus this 5th queen, so it's really the Queen of Cups is here twice. So that Empress is clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Fool. So this is really about you following your heart. It's that simple. It's you trusting your intuition, following your heart for what it is that is your idealized life. What is it that you're striving to create for yourself, for your family, whatever it is that you want, retirement, getting a pet, what is it that you want to create? It's with ease, right? And it's with your heart. You're staying true to yourself and what your heart is. You're also taking that leap of faith with the Fool. This is the next chapter of your life. It's taking that new, fresh step, that new journey from the purity of your heart with that white rose. This is allowing you to not have a care in the world. And remember, the Empress, everything is easy because she's already worked hard to get there. He's just starting out. This is the first card in the major arcana. It's the 0. Oops, sorry. It's the 0. It ends with the 21, the World card. This is the new chapter, the new journey in your life. So this is about you just having that leap of faith, that carefree spirit, just willing to go for it. Just go for it. That's your opportunity. Follow your heart, go for it towards your idealized life. Now we look at your challenge, and we've got this Page of Wands, taking that first step with a bold, courageous first step, being clarified by the Ten of Swords, and the Tower. This Ten of Swords is here twice for you. It's also in your near future. So same card, different deck. So it's in your near future. So it's in the challenge position. So it's hard for you to take that first step because you've got so many endings going on that you're dealing with. You're dealing with a lot of things coming to a completion, whether they're painful or not. And that is a blessing in disguise, but you're still having to deal with it. And you have a Tower moment. So this is also getting in the way for you to take a step because, again, you are dealing with the Tower moment. And the Tower is when the universe comes in and releases what no longer serves you. It's also about you having revelations. So I think you're having a lot of revelations about things that are going on in your life, good and bad. Okay, it's both of it's coming through. It's not all negative. This is good and bad, these revelations that are coming in, but you are having a lot of painful completions. Again, a blessing in disguise. He's making the sign of the blessings. You do have a lot of blessings coming in. The Hierophant is making a blessing with his hand right there. So this might not feel good, but at the end of the day, you're clearing out a lot of clutter that's around you. This is going away. This is releasing what no longer serves you. Again, it might not feel good, but it is releasing. And that's why you're not taking a first step, because you're still dealing with everything. You're still going through this process. So, you know, when you're releasing stuff with that Tower moment and these 2 Tens of Swords, think about it as you are releasing people, places, things, ideas, maybe old versions of you. It's going to create a void. So you want to replace that void with love. You want to replace it with something positive, affirmative, upbeat, because you don't want to replace it with something negative. You're already going through something that seems like it's huge. And so when you replace it with that positivity, buy yourself flowers, take yourself out on a date, whatever it does, whatever you do that makes you happy, hug your pet, right? It's replacing it with love. And just remember that as you're going through this. I think you would naturally do that anyways, but just really make that conscious effort. And that's going to help you through this, because you're definitely going through a lot. So that's why you're not taking any movement right away. You're going through everything and you're doing a lot. All right, that is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Capricorn, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to travel. I just got back from New Zealand and Australia. Canada, you are up on the list, and so is Scotland and Scandinavia. So, of course, you know I will not be anywhere in the summer, but if it's cool where you live, I will be coming. I'm not a fan of the heat. Just a reminder too, you can join my membership on YouTube. It's a great way to support the channel and be part of this wonderful community. We have so many great people and we're just growing and growing. I'm really proud of this channel. If that's something you want to be part of, please go ahead and sign up. It's fantastic. And then I go live 3 days a week. If you don't know, you can go back and watch a previous episode. I go live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday morning, so 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Friday, that's the new night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. People submit their questions in advance through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or live. PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just know SuperChat's a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. It's that simple. So anyways, go ahead and look for the description below. All of that information is there. It'll give you some insight. Plus, if you show up live, the moderators in the chat can definitely help you through that. You can also visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading with me, missing person consultation, visit the Learning Center. That's where the next manifestation class is going to be. It's a 5-week accelerated course, and we also have the online tarot masterclass that is coming. That is coming out the end of July, beginning of August. I'm doing the recordings now, so that way it'll be uploaded. I can also do private lessons in tarot, manifestation, raising your vibration if that's something you need help with. And I have a section called Alison's Picks where my affiliates are. A great way to support the channel. And I do the occasional interview. So look for that. Jerry Marzinski, Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood Apothecary, and what is it? Oh my God, sorry, Hannah Roberts. Sorry for the GLP-1. I'm channeling, so I'm not seeing, I can see them, but I'm not getting the words. Anyways, that's what happens when you channel. All right, everybody, I'm sending you lots of love. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye for now.